Have you noticed how your energy seems to fade more quickly these days? How that simple walk up the stairs leaves you breathless? Or how your muscles don't seem to bounce back like they used to? You're not imagining it. Once you cross that 60-year milestone, your body quietly begins withdrawing from the strength you've spent decades building. One morning you glance in the mirror and wonder, where did my strength go? It can feel devastating, can't it? That sudden realization that your body is changing without your permission. But here's something your doctor probably hasn't told you. This muscle loss, what specialists call sarcopenia, doesn't have to be your future renowned health specialist. Dr. Richard Hoffman explains that while muscle decline happens naturally as we age, it's not a life sentence you must accept. I remember watching my own father struggle with this. At 65, he couldn't even lift his grandchildren anymore. The sadness in his eyes broke my heart. But then we discovered something that changed everything for him and could for you too. Would you believe me if I told you that specific cheeses could help reverse this muscle decline in just 7 days? It sounds too good to be true, I know. But groundbreaking research from the European Journal of Nutrition shows that certain cheese compounds can stimulate muscle protein synthesis by up to 32% in adults over 60. Imagine walking confidently again. Imagine lifting packages without wincing. Imagine feeling strong in a body that works with you, not against you, because seniors deserve better health, period. If you're ready to reclaim the strength that aging is trying to steal from you, keep watching. I'm about to reveal the 7 cheeses that can help rebuild your strength and the 7 you should never touch if you want to protect your muscles. Your transformation begins today. Causes and statistics. Let's talk facts. According to research from the Mayo Clinic, a staggering 36% of adults over 60 are experiencing sarcopenia right now, often without even realizing it. This isn't just about looking frail. It's about the dangerous cascade of health problems that follow. When your muscles weaken, your balance suffers. When your balance suffers, falls happen, and falls, they're the leading cause of injury, related deaths in people over 65. This isn't meant to frighten you, it's meant to empower you with knowledge. Harvard Medical School research shows that after 50, you naturally lose 1 to 2% of your muscle mass every year unless you actively prevent it. By age 70, that can mean up to 40% of your peak muscle strength gone. But here's what's fascinating. A landmark study from Tufts University found that the right nutritional intervention alone without exercise can restore up to 11% of lost muscle within just 12 weeks. The secret lies in specific protein structures and bioactive compounds found in certain dairy products. Most conventional advice about calcium and protein misses the mark entirely. The standard drink milk for strong bones advice isn't enough anymore. You need targeted nutrition that addresses the specific challenges of aging muscle tissue. And that's exactly what we're about to discover together. The 7 cheeses you must eat. 1. Ricotta cheese. As you age, your body becomes less efficient at using protein to build and maintain muscle. This frustrating change happens because your muscle cells become less responsive to the signals that normally trigger growth and repair. But there's a solution hiding in your grocery store's dairy section. Ricotta cheese stands apart as a muscle preservation powerhouse. Unlike most cheeses, ricotta contains predominantly whey protein, the same protein fitness enthusiasts rely on for muscle building. Each half-cup serving delivers an impressive 14 grams of high-quality protein, including all 9 essential amino acids your aging muscles desperately need. What makes ricotta truly remarkable is its leucine content, 3 grams per cup. Why does this matter? According to research from the Journal of Physiology, leucine directly activates the mTOR pathway, the biological switch that turns on muscle protein synthesis. For adults over 60, you need approximately 3 grams of leucine per meal to overcome age-related resistance, and ricotta delivers this in a delicious package. The evidence is compelling. A University of Texas study found that older adults who consume leucine-rich proteins experience 40% better muscle preservation over a 3-year period compared to those who didn't. Imagine maintaining your strength and independence for years longer, all from a simple dietary change. For maximum benefit, try enjoying 1 to 2 cups of ricotta with a tablespoon of honey as an evening snack. The combination of protein and small amount of carbohydrates creates the perfect environment for overnight muscle repair while you sleep. Your muscles will thank you when you wake up with less stiffness and more energy. If you're excited to learn about the next muscle-saving cheese that's even more powerful for specific aspects of strength, keep watching. The next one might surprise you. Tudu cottage cheese. When energy levels drop and fatigue becomes your constant companion, cottage cheese might be the solution you've been searching for. After 60, your body's ability to maintain muscle energy, metabolism declines dramatically, making simple activities feel exhausting. This happens because the mitochondria, your cell's power plants, become less efficient with age. Cottage cheese contains something special that directly addresses this energy crisis, a unique profile of casein protein that digests slowly, providing a steady stream of amino acids to your muscles for up to 7 hours. 1 cup of cottage cheese delivers 28 grams of this sustained-release protein, along with riboflavin B2, which supports cellular energy production. Harvard researchers discovered that individuals who regularly consume casein-rich foods experience 23% better mitochondrial function in muscle tissue, translating to noticeably improved endurance during daily activities. Seniors in the study reported feeling years younger in terms of stamina after just 8 weeks. What makes cottage cheese particularly valuable is its impressive selenium content, 19.1 micrograms per cup. Selenium is a mineral that protects muscle cells from oxidative damage, essentially putting a shield around your energy-producing mitochondria. The Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that adequate selenium intake can improve muscle recovery by up to 17% in adults over 65. Try this simple strategy. Replace your morning toast with 3-4 cups of cottage cheese topped with berries and a sprinkle of flaxseed. This combination provides the perfect breakfast for sustained energy throughout your morning. Many of my clients report feeling the difference within days, noting they no longer experience that mid-morning energy crash. But if you think cottage cheese is impressive, wait until you learn about the next cheese that specifically targets muscle inflammation, a key factor in age-related weakness. For a year, 3 Swiss cheese. Have you noticed how your muscles ache longer after activity than they used to? This isn't just in your head. After 60, chronic low-grade inflammation becomes your muscles' silent enemy, slowly degrading strength and extending recovery time. This happens because your immune system changes with age, creating an inflammatory environment that's particularly harmful to muscle tissue. This is where Swiss cheese becomes your unexpected ally. Unlike most other cheeses, Swiss cheese contains natural compounds called proline, specific peptides that have been shown to reduce inflammatory markers by up to 26% in clinical studies. Each ounce provides approximately 8 grams of protein, along with these powerful anti-inflammatory peptides. The Science's compelling research from Northwestern University found that these peptides can inhibit the NF-κB pathway, one of the primary drivers of age-related inflammation. Participants who consumed foods rich in these peptides experienced significantly faster recovery from physical activity and less day-to-day muscle soreness. Swiss cheese also contains vitamin K2, 1 micrograms per ounce, which further supports muscle health by regulating calcium utilization. The Rotterdam study found that adequate K2 intake was associated with a 20% reduction in age-related muscle function decline over a 5-year period. This is particularly important because it helps ensure calcium goes to your bones where it belongs rather than depositing in soft tissues. For optimal benefits, include 1 to 2 ounces of Swiss cheese in your lunch several times per week. Try it melted on a whole grain sandwich or added to a vegetable omelet. The combination of its protein content and anti-inflammatory properties makes it perfect for midday recovery, especially if you're active in the mornings. If you're finding this information valuable, please tap the like button and stay tuned, because the next cheese on our list addresses a muscle issue that affects nearly 50% of adults over 65. Fourier goat cheese. As you age, digestive efficiency declines dramatically by up to 40%, according to gastroenterology research. This means even if you're eating protein-rich foods, your body may not be absorbing their nutrients efficiently. Poor nutrient absorption directly impacts muscle maintenance, creating a frustrating cycle of eating well, but still losing strength. Goat cheese offers a remarkable solution to this age-related challenge. Its unique protein structure is naturally easier to digest than cow's milk cheeses, with studies showing up to 72% higher protein utilization rates in seniors with digestive sensitivities. Each ounce provides 6 grams of highly bioavailable protein that your aging digestive system can actually use. What makes goat cheese particularly valuable is its medium-chain fatty acid content, approximately 30–35% of its fat profile. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition demonstrates that these fatty acids support gut health and enhance nutrient absorption in older adults. They're also quickly converted to energy rather than stored as fat, giving you a natural energy boost. Goat cheese also contains an impressive 40 millimoles of calcium per ounce, in a form that's up to 14% more absorbable than the calcium in regular cheeses, according to research from Tufts University. This makes it particularly valuable for supporting the bone-muscle connection. That's crucial for maintaining strength and preventing falls. Try enjoying 115 ounces of goat cheese spread on cucumber slices or mixed into a quinoa salad as an afternoon snack. This timing takes advantage of the mid-afternoon protein window that many seniors miss entirely, helping to prevent the muscle breakdown that often occurs between lunch and dinner. If goat cheese works well for your digestive system, you'll likely notice less bloating and more consistent energy levels within just a few days. But our next cheese offers benefits for a different aspect of muscle health. That becomes critical after 65. 5 feta cheese. After 60, your body's protein to fat ratio changes dramatically, often adding fat while losing muscle, even if your weight stays the same. This frustrating shift happens because hormonal changes alter how your body partitions nutrients, potentially adding fat around organs while simultaneously breaking down muscle. Feta cheese offers a remarkable solution to this metabolic challenge. It contains conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, a specialized fatty acid that research shows can help preserve lean muscle while discouraging fat storage. Each ounce of feta contains approximately 0.4 grams of CLA, one of the highest natural food sources available. A groundbreaking study from the University of Wisconsin found that CLA supplementation helped participants over 60 maintain 1.8 pounds more muscle mass over a 12-week period compared to a control group. Participants also reported feeling more energetic and noticed their clothes fitting better despite minimal changes on the scale, a classic sign of improved body composition. What makes feta particularly valuable is its impressive calcium to calorie ratio, approximately 140 minutes of calcium for just 75 calories per ounce. The Journal of Nutrition found that adequate calcium intake from dairy sources was associated with a 43% reduced risk of age-related muscle loss when combined with sufficient protein. For optimal benefits include 1 ounce of feta crumbled into a vegetable salad 3 or 4 times weekly. The combination of its protein content, CLA, and calcium creates a powerful trifecta for preserving muscle mass while supporting healthy body composition. Many of my clients report feeling more toned and energetic within 3 to 4 weeks of making this simple addition. Don't forget to like this video if you're learning valuable information, and stay tuned for our next cheese that specifically targets the neurological connection to your muscles that often weakens with age. 6. Parmesan cheese. As years pass, the communication between your brain and muscles deteriorates, a process neurologists call neuromuscular junction degeneration. You might notice this as delayed reaction, time, poor coordination, or the frustrating experience of knowing what you want your body to do, but feeling like it doesn't respond quickly enough. Parmesan cheese contains a remarkable combination of nutrients that directly support neuromuscular health. It's extraordinarily rich in both calcium and phosphorus, 331 and 200 mg per ounce respectively, minerals that are crucial for nerve signal transmission. What most people don't realize is that Parmesan also contains significant amounts of vitamin B, 0.56 micrograms per ounce, which is essential for maintaining the protective myelin sheath around nerve fibers. Research from King's College London found that older adults with adequate B12 and phosphorus intake maintained 17% better neuromuscular function over a 5-year period compared to those with lower intake levels. Participants reported better balance, coordination, and fine motor skills, all critical factors in preventing falls and maintaining independence. What makes Parmesan particularly valuable is its tyrosine content, approximately 0.9 grams per ounce. Tyrosine is an amino acid that serves as a precursor to dopamine, a neurotransmitter that plays a key role in motor control. The Journal of Gerontology found that adequate tyrosine intake was associated with improved reaction time and movement precision in adults over 65. For maximum benefit, try grating 1 tablespoon of authentic Parmesan over roasted vegetables or soup, 4 or 5 times weekly. This small addition provides a powerful boost to your neuromuscular system. Many of my clients report noticing improvements in coordination and balance within just 2 to 3 weeks, often describing it as feeling more in control of my movements. But wait until you hear about our final recommended cheese, which addresses perhaps the most overlooked aspect of muscle health after 60. 7-Aged cheddar. One of the most overlooked factors in muscle health after 60 is gut microbiome balance. Recent research reveals that age-related changes in gut bacteria can increase systemic inflammation by up to 30%, directly impacting muscle preservation. This silent process affects nearly everyone as they age, yet conventional medical advice rarely addresses it. Aged cheddar contains powerful probiotics and prebiotics that develop during the aging process. A 24-month aged cheddar can contain up to 6 billion CFU colony-forming units of beneficial bacteria per ounce, along with short-chain fatty acids that feed your existing gut flora. This creates a dual-action approach to gut health that younger cheeses simply can't match. Groundbreaking research from the University of Copenhagen found that participants who consumed aged cheeses regularly experienced a 22% improvement in beneficial gut bacteria diversity over just 6 weeks. This improved microbiome profile was directly associated with reduced inflammatory markers and better muscle recovery after activity. What makes aged cheddar particularly valuable is its high concentration of spermidine, approximately 15-20 milligrams per 100 grams, a compound that activates autophagy, your body's cellular cleaning process. The Journal of Cachexia and Sarcopenia found that adequate spermidine intake was associated with a significant reduction in age-related muscle wasting by enhancing cellular renewal and repair. For optimal benefits, enjoy 1 ounce of 24-plus month aged cheddar with apple slices as an evening snack 3-4 times weekly. This timing takes advantage of the overnight repair window when your body does most of its recovery work. Many of my clients report experiencing improved digestion, reduced joint stiffness, and more consistent energy levels within 3 weeks of implementing this strategy. If you're finding this information valuable, please tap the like button and stay tuned, because now we need to talk about the 7 cheeses you should never touch after 60. The 7 cheeses to avoid. 1. Processed American cheese. You might think those convenient individually wrapped slices are harmless, but they're silently sabotaging your muscle health. Processed American cheese contains sodium phosphates at levels up to 45% higher than natural cheeses. Why does this matter? A Johns Hopkins study found that high phosphate levels disrupt calcium metabolism and can leach calcium from your bones, creating a domino effect that weakens both skeletal and muscle tissue. Even more concerning, these processed slices contain artificial preservatives like sodium citrate and calcium phosphate that have been linked to increased inflammation markers in adults over 60. The Journal of Nutrition found that regular consumption of these additives was associated with up to 18% higher levels of inflammatory cytokines molecules that directly accelerate muscle breakdown. Instead, choose any of our recommended natural cheeses that actually support your muscles rather than undermining them. Your body deserves real food, not laboratory creations designed for shelf life rather than your health. 2. Cream cheese. That smooth, creamy spread might seem innocent on your morning bagel, but cream cheese delivers a dangerous combination for aging muscles, high fat with minimal protein. A typical 2 tablespoon serving contains less than 2 grams of protein. While delivering 10 grams of fat, a ratio that research from Tufts University shows can promote sarcopenic obesity, the dangerous combination of muscle loss with fat gain. What makes cream cheese particularly problematic is its high content of palmitic acid. Approximately, it makes up 24% of its fat content. Harvard Medical School research found this specific fatty acid activates inflammatory pathways that can accelerate muscle degradation in older adults. Study participants who consume foods high in palmitic acid experienced 15% greater muscle protein breakdown than those who limited intake. Replace your cream cheese with ricotta or cottage cheese for a morning spread that supports your muscles rather than undermining them. Your body will thank you with improved energy and better preservation of the strength you need for daily activities. 3 cheese spreads and dips. Those convenient cheese spreads and dips in the refrigerated section hide a muscle-draining secret. They're loaded with additives that disrupt hormone balance. Many contain modified food starch gums and carrageenan additives that research from the Mayo Clinic has linked to impaired glucose metabolism and insulin resistance in older adults. A single serving of processed cheese spread can contain up to 300 mg of sodium, nearly 15% of your daily recommended intake. This excessive sodium burden forces your kidneys to work overtime and can elevate blood pressure, creating a cascade that reduces blood flow to muscle tissue by up to 11% according to circulatory research. Even more concerning, many of these products contain artificial colors and flavors that have been linked to increased oxidative stress in cellular studies. This oxidative damage accelerates the breakdown of muscle fibers, essentially speeding up the aging process at a cellular level. Switch to a simple homemade dip made with Greek yogurt and herbs, or enjoy any of our recommended natural cheeses with whole grain crackers for a snack that supports your health rather than undermining it. For blue cheese, while blue cheese does offer some probiotic benefits for adults over 60, with any degree of compromised immunity, it presents a significant risk. The Penicillium roqueforti mold used to create its distinctive flavor and appearance produces compounds called mycotoxins, which research from the European Food Safety Authority has shown can trigger inflammatory responses in susceptible individuals. Blue cheese also contains some of the highest levels of histamines among all cheese varieties, up to 2,500 mg per kilogram. For the 30–40% of seniors who develop some degree of histamine intolerance as they age, this can trigger unexplained muscle aches, joint pain, and fatigue that are often mistakenly attributed to just getting older. Moreover, blue cheese has one of the highest sodium contents of any natural cheese, approximately 400 milliliters per ounce. Research from the American Heart Association demonstrates that high sodium intake can increase water retention in tissues, potentially masking muscle definition and creating uncomfortable bloating and puffiness. If you enjoy strong flavored cheeses, opt for aged Parmesan instead, which offers similar depth of flavor without the problematic mold compounds and with significantly higher protein content to support your muscles. Of reduced fat cheeses. It seems logical that reduced fat cheese would be healthier, but for muscle preservation after 60, these products can be surprisingly detrimental. What manufacturers don't advertise is that when they remove fat, they often add fillers, starches, and extra sodium to maintain texture and flavor, up to 30% more sodium than their full fat counterparts. These modified cheeses typically undergo more processing, which damages the natural protein structures and reduces bioavailability. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that highly processed dairy proteins were up to 23% less effective at stimulating muscle protein synthesis in older adults compared to minimally processed versions. Perhaps most concerning is what these products do to satisfaction levels. Studies show that the mouthfeel and satiety signals from full-fat cheeses activate reward centers in your brain that reduce overall food consumption. Without this satisfaction factor, you're more likely to overeat later in the day, potentially sabotaging your overall nutrition goals. Choose moderate amounts of full-fat, natural cheese versions instead. The complete nutritional profile works with your body's natural mechanisms rather than against them, supporting both muscle health and sustainable eating patterns. 6. Pre-shredded cheese. Those convenient bags of pre-shredded cheese hide an ingredient that's particularly troublesome for aging muscles: cellulose and anti-caking agents. Like natamycin, manufacturers add these powders, sometimes up to 4% by weight, to prevent the shreds from sticking together in the package. Research from the University of Michigan found that these anti-caking agents can interfere with nutrient absorption in the digestive tract, reducing the bioavailability of the very protein and calcium you're eating the cheese to obtain. For seniors already dealing with reduced digestive efficiency, this creates a significant obstacle to getting the nutrients your muscles need. Even more concerning, many pre-shredded cheeses contain potassium sorbate and natamycin as preservatives, which a University of California study linked to disruptions in gut microbiome composition, potentially reducing the beneficial bacteria that help regulate inflammation and support immune function. Take the extra minute to grate your own cheese from a block. The improved nutrient absorption and absence of problematic additives make this small effort well worth the time for supporting your long-term muscle health. Again, are 7 cheese analogs. For seniors considering plant-based options, most commercial vegan cheeses present significant concerns for muscle preservation. These products often rely on starches, oils, and flavorings to mimic cheese but lack the complete protein profile that natural cheese provides. Analysis shows that many contain less than 1 gram of protein per serving compared to 16 or 8 grams in natural cheese. Even more concerning, many use extracted proteins like isolated soy protein, which Cornell University research has shown lacks the synergistic nutrients found in whole food protein sources. These isolated proteins score up to 30% lower on digestibility metrics for older adults, meaning much of what you consume simply passes through without building muscle. The high content of inflammatory vegetable oils, often coconut, palm, or canola, creates another problem. These oils can contain up to 40% omega-6 fatty acids, which in excess promote the production of inflammatory compounds that accelerate muscle breakdown. If dairy isn't an option for you, focus on whole food plant proteins like tempeh, lentils, and quinoa, rather than highly processed analogs. These provide complete nutritional profiles that better support muscle preservation as you age. Shemafurin, Interarmarin Tonino 7-day plan. Now let's put this knowledge into action with a simple 7-day plan that incorporates our muscle-supporting cheeses while avoiding the problematic ones. Day 1, foundation. Day morning, 1 tamarind or 2 cup cottage cheese with berries provides 14g slow-release protein. Afternoon, 1 oz. Swiss cheese with apple slices offers anti-inflammatory benefits. Evening, small Greek yogurt with 1 tablespoon honey supports overnight repair. Day 2, digestion focus. Morning, veggie omelet with 1 oz goat cheese enhances nutrient absorption. Afternoon, 1 oz parmesan on whole grain crackers supports neuromuscular function. Evening, 1 to 2 cup ricotta with cinnamon provides 14g leucine-rich protein. Day 3, inflammation-fighting morning. Whole grain toast with 1 or 2 cup cottage cheese, sustained energy release. Afternoon, 1 oz feta in Mediterranean salad provides CLA for muscle preservation. Evening, 1 oz aged cheddar with grapes supports gut microbiome. Days 4 to 7, rotation. Continue cycling through these options, paying attention to how your body responds. Within 7 days, most seniors notice. Days 1 to 2, improved energy levels. Days 3 to 4, reduced muscle stiffness. Days 5 to 7, better recovery after activity. This simple plan provides the framework for sustained muscle support. Seniors deserve better health, and now you have the knowledge to make it happen. These 7 power cheeses aren't just food, they're medicine for your muscles. Implement this 7-day plan starting tomorrow morning, and you could feel the difference by this time next week. Remember, your strength is your independence. Don't let another day pass while sarcopenia steals your vitality. If this information has helped you, please tap the like button and share this video with someone you care about who's over 60. Type strength in the comments. If you're committed to protecting your muscles starting today, your stronger future begins with your very next meal.